Okay, so this is a build guide for Seismic Rift, or Explosive Wave if you're an older player, because they only recently changed the name in 0.4. It's been my favourite skill since prototype, so it's like 2 years ago now. In the experimental of 0.4, it wasn't actually working, so that was kind of disappointing. There was no damage on it, but it's in full force now, and it's awesome. So it was the first skill I made a build for. I was streaming it a little bit and destroying the boss, so people asked if I could make a build guide for it, so here it is. Yeah, jump right into it. My gear is mediocre. I made a new character straight away. So yeah, it's just stuff I've been farming. Farmed off the boss this morning and last night. It's nothing amazing. Gone with two-handers. I think strength is probably the best at the moment. I'll try out dexterity with daggers later, but I can't think there would be much better. Just because the nature of Explosive Wave, it's a hard-hitting skill, and you want a slow weapon for that because it scales off weapon damage rather than attack speed. Attack speed does affect its cast rate, but very minimalistically. So yeah, the slower the weapons, the better. This is below average speed. This is very slow. This is the ideal weapon you want. A legendary version of this is perfect. Then for the rest of the gear, it's rage cost, strength, and rage on hit is what you're after here. Rage conservation on the new armor sets is good, but it's kind of unnecessary because most of the time you're one-shotting everything anyway. So yeah, magic find, get it whenever you can. It's the number one stat in the game because of the way the loot tables for legendaries and uniques work. You have to have a percentage of magic find for a unique to drop. That's the way I understood it anyway. And then increasing percentages increase your chances of rares, legendaries, and uniques respectively. So yeah, magic find on every item, regardless of the other stats. Just grab it. For the actual skill itself, I went with reduced rage cost. Successively increase the seismic rift damage for each explosion, and then barrage, so it's 3 shorter lines instead of 1. These two here, I would say keep in all the time. This one you can swap in and out. I prefer the reduced rage cost, just so you can get more casts off. But this is good if you want to play more of a range style, because it increases the number of explosions, so it reaches further. But if you're taking this, then take this, because otherwise enemies will have time to move out of the way, since this it makes the explosions go faster. I wouldn't bother with shockwave. You get one shot, why do you need to stun them? At the moment, I will say, this and this is bugged. Alan is aware, I did tell him earlier, so it will be getting nerfed. I'm hoping it will get nerfed in the numbers aspect and not in the mechanic aspect, because at the moment what makes it so strong is that it's shotgunning. So as you noticed on the boss, I was standing right next to his feet and all the explosions were overlapping. That means that each time an explosion goes off, he gets hit by every single one of them and all their damage stacks up. That's why he's like melting in seconds. So yeah, hopefully it's a numbers nerf and not a mechanics nerf, so because there's a lot of interesting things you can do with that shotgunning mechanic, and I hope they don't take it out. The other skills are fluff, basically just shut up and test them out. You just need seismic rift, that's it. Nothing else matters. Okay, onto the passive tree. Again, I don't know if this is fully optimized. This is just what I threw together. I do have a lot of experience with this and the game in general though, so unless there's a massive oversight mechanically on my part, like something like melee weapons increases the range, I really don't think it does, but just in case it does, this might change. But at the moment I think this is probably a good starting point at least. So again, going for strength and reducing rage costs, physical damage, rage. I went with this path rather than this sort of route, because although auto dash is nice, it's not really needed. You use rage potions to instant generate your rage, then your explosive wave. There's very little auto attacking done. It's just a combination of dodge roll using the stamina potions, then seismic rift or explosive wave using the rage potions. So then the generic Titan strength route, grabbing the dual wield nodes, and then the killing chain nodes. This recently got changed in 0.4 stable for attack speed and physical damage rather than strength and dexterity. It's better for whirlwind, worse for explosive wave, but it's still worth taking. Up this route, just grabbing the strength and dual wield nodes again. Then I went on to Thief. This just gives some movement speed essentially, and dodge roll. It's just to make the character more flexible rather than just being a pure boss killing character. Taking these nodes enables you to do chest runs in the daily dungeon, which is very good at the moment because chests got buffed in their drop rates. So as long as you have magic find, you can get uniques out of chests. It's really good to do. Then I took some hunter here. These are okay. I think these 3 nodes are really strong on pretty much any character. They're really universal. So they're definitely worth taking. Even if you're a spellcaster, I would take this. It's worth taking this node to get to these 2 nodes, in my opinion, if you've got leftover nodes, of course. Then I took these nodes purely for the fact that it doesn't cost you a point to take them, because they're not yet implemented. So we just got to this route faster, which this line here is like the shit. I would never take it. Would never not take it on a physical damage character. It's just so strong. So gifted, it's alright. It's basically taken because you have to take it anyway, and it's good to get to this. 3% dodge chance, some dexterity. Dexterity is shit for us, but dodge chance is always nice because it helps synergize with lethal strikes. So yeah, all of this line here, it's basically a combination of auto dash and auto dash buffs, yeah. But we take it to get to this lethal strike. So 3% to all physical damage each second, stackable 10 times, reset when you're hit. It doesn't actually tell you this. Oh, this just buffs it a bit. It doesn't actually tell you this, but this only works in combat, so you can't like pre-stack and then auto dash in. I made a build 5-6 months ago with lethal strikes when it first came out, and this would stack out of combat. So you get 20 stacks of this at 4% per stack. So that's 80% additional physical damage, and then you'd also dash in, and it would just like annihilate everything because you got all that additional buffs. But this only ticks in combat now. It's fine though. You're basically permanently in combat if you're playing swiftly anyway. So, and then these were just fluff nodes. They're good though. Like that's a really nice node. That's why you'll notice when I'm fighting, I constantly dodge roll in between the boss's attacks just to get that free crit. So yeah, that's the passive tree, and that's basically the build. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. It's pretty straightforward, to be honest though. Yeah, just stack those slow weapons. Magic find on all your gear, rage generation, strength, done. Cheers, hope you enjoy.